Hello, friends. We're back. This is the second part of week 1 submissions. This is the paperwork part. Ideally, you could print this out, but if you can't, it's okay. I'm going to talk you through it real fast. We're going to start with this part right here where it says Starter, Solfedge, and Rhythms, if you open that up. And that's the official assignment. And this is how it looks for you. Basically reading through it with you. You're going to write in the solfege and write in the rhythms from the starter that I gave you here, which is down here. You can also find a copy of it up in the files section. And if you can't print it, it's okay. You can do it on regular paper, and I'll talk you through how to do it on regular paper at the end. Basically, dough is in a different place, so you're going to have to be careful, okay? So we're going to start right here. Let me see if I can make it bigger for you. Let me move this little window out of the way. There we go. Okay, so when I bring that bigger for you, this is our starter. I've given you your do, re, mi as a sample up here. I've also given you some rhythms to help you. And in this help, basically, as you're going through, you're trying to figure out which one's do, which one's re, which one's mi. Anything that's new, I've given you help along the way. I've given you a guide at the top. I've also provided an extra file called Solfege and Rhythm Help in the file section when we are singing, and that will give you a little bit more information. Basically, when you're doing rhythms, remember when you have rests, you put them in parentheses. This is rest, quarter, quarter, quarter. So we have that as 1 in the parentheses, 2, 3, 4. This is a dotted quarter note, so it's a little longer. So it's 1 goes to 2. The and is right here on that 8th note. And then 3 goes to 4 for the half note. For do, re, mi's, you're looking at it to try to figure them out. As I mentioned, do is in a different spot. Do is where letter D is, for those of you who read music letters. So make sure you adjust your do, re, mi's to where they need to be, not what we normally do in class. You have the help here to help you, and you have these little helps here. For instance, we left off with a re right here. Go to the next spot. Did that note go up, down, or stay the same? If you said stay the same, you're exactly right, because that means it's another re. The next one, up, down, stays the same. Well, that one went down. When it went down, we go backwards to do. The next one, up, down, stays the same. It went up, but it jumped up, didn't it? And you might be worried, but don't be too worried, because you have this spot right here to help you, and I also gave you the notes right here. So that one is a mi. If you said mi, you're good to go. So if you have the ability, go ahead and print this paper out, write that in. If you can't print it out, that's okay. You can use regular notebook paper, and I have a sample here to show you how to use regular notebook paper. All you have to do is look at it and figure out, okay, that first measure has do, re, mi, and then there was a break. And now you're in the next measure, mi, re, mi, then there's a break. We figured out the next measure started with a mi, so you're going to start mi, and then I think it went re, and then it jumped, it started with, it was re, do, re, something. Let me look over it. But meanwhile, basically, you're going to write those things out, okay? And then down here are your numbers. So if you have any questions, please let me know. The oh my goodness, I need help paper is right over here under files section. Go under here for files. And week 1, there's week 1. And help, that's going to give you a little bit more one-on-one to help you with writing those in. I have given you the official do, re, mi's of that D scale. So if you're lost, that's what you can look at. And I've also written in some rhythms for you to help you with those rhythms if you need extra help. The rest are in the parentheses, and the regular notes are not in parentheses. So reach out, let me know if you have questions or problems. Hopefully you'll find this is not too hard